OCD is characterized by two main things: unwanted and intrusive thoughts that give rise to anxiety or discomfort. And that's thing one. Thing two is the compulsions, the response to those obsessions. So people get upset, they get anxious, and they want to do something to get rid of it. And a lot of times what the thing they want to do to get rid of it is what we would consider compulsions or rituals. They do something either physically, like washing hands, or mentally getting rid of the bad thought by having a good thought, replacing it. And then they get some temporary relief from it, which sounds like a good thing. Temporary relief from being anxious. Good. Well, it's not good, because what it does, it's a process whereby people now, the next time they get anxious, which they're going to want to do the same thing. And now you're on this treadmill. I get anxious, I have to fix it. I get anxious, I have to fix it. And you start to lose sight of whether this is the way you should be spending your time. So OCD is going to feed on the places that you are most invested in. So for example, I think there's a lot of folks who take their faith very seriously. So not surprisingly, those people are more vulnerable to having intrusive thoughts about sinfulness. And then they start to try to shove those out. I'm going to pray them away. And of course, what I will wind up with, I'm on the treadmill again. So now I'm getting more frequent, more intense obsessions that I now have to spend more time and work harder to get rid of. And next thing you know, now you're stuck. So you might have, and I think these things are almost universal. Most people who don't have OCD have unwanted thoughts. And every once in a while, they'll check to see if they locked the car, maybe more than once. But most people can kind of walk away from it. And those things, with people who don't have OCD, those things can tend to get a little worse with stress. But then when the stress dissipates, it's something every once in a while you'll see people have it. But when you have OCD, what you're trying to do about it to make it go away is actually making it worse. The more you shove it out the door, the more it's coming in the window. So we need to stop that, and we need to change your relationship with your obsessions. I'm not trying to get rid of your obsessions. And kids are I love kids. They're so direct. I even one kid, I was explaining this to a kid in the first session, and she's like 12. She looks at me, she goes, "Wait a minute, you're not going to make my obsessions go away? I thought you were the anxiety doc." I said, "I am, which is why I'm not going to do the very thing that's going to make it worse. I want you to have it. I want you to be uncomfortable. I want you to tolerate discomfort. I want you to move through your day, do the things that you want to do the things that you need to do. If you're anxious, that's fine, keep going. And don't let OCD have a set, because right now OCD is dictating what you do, and it's only going to get worse."